When there's no more room in hell, the dead will walk the earth. George Romero.
Today at the Rabbit's Den, the dead walk amongst the living with this Mythic Legion, Deluxe Skeleton Legion Builder. Welcome back to the Rabbit's Den. I am your host, Marco, aka Rabbit, and I have for you another unboxing review. And I believe this is the third of this Mythic Legion Builder series that I have reviewed in this channel. Now, eventually, there are a few more that I want to review, and hopefully, I can do the entire way for you guys. I did put a poll on my Instagram page asking what you guys wanted to see next for me to review, and it was a very close race with other lines, but in the end, this figure took the win. As I said, this is part of the Mythic Legion Deluxe Legion Builder wave, and we have here a Deluxe Skeleton Builder. Now, just like any other Mythic Legion builders, this figure does come in a lower price point, and the reason being is because most of its parts are painted in the most basic colors. There's hardly any paint detail, and majority of its parts are actual reuse of other parts from other figures in the line. Now, these Legion builders are offered in a way for fans to build their army, or should I say their Legion, for either their display or their collection. Now, these figures are considered deluxe because there are some parts that are brand new to this figure. So let's take a look at that and let's get to this review. First, let's look at the packaging. Nothing new here. Standard Mythic Legion box. We've seen this before. This is their normal single figure box. Right in front, Mythic Legions. Beautiful art in the back from Nate Barch. Still wondering about that dragon in the background. Right on the side, we have profile pic of the Deluxe Skeleton Legion Builder. On the back, the Deluxe Legion art by Nate Barch again. 4 horsemen in the corner. Bio for Mythic Legions, if you guys want to pause and read that. Then right on the side, profile pictures of all the deluxe builders that came on this wave. On the other side, we do have a faction symbol, which is, I believe, the congregation of NECRONOMINUS. Nothing on top. Legal stuff on the bottom. Barcode. And I'm not sure if I've ever showed this on my channel, but this box is very, very collector friendly. You can just pretty much pull it out and then put it back in and then put back your figure if you want to display it in box. So yeah, that is the box for you. Now let's take a look at the figure. Right off the bat, you can see this brand new skeleton head sculpt with this brand new helmet design that I really, really dig. And this articulated visor is such a great addition. And it just gives him a different look, whether it's up or down. Up or down, I mean. But yeah, look at that. He just looks super menacing. Now, another difference with the old Mythic skeleton is this articulated jaw that I love. It really gives him a more animated look, and you can pose him in different ways. Visor up, mouth closed. Visor down, mouth open. I mean, just look at that. Now, I've also noticed this yellowish color on the bone. It's a more yellowish color compared to the old skeleton builder, which was a more dirty white color. And in addition, he also has this brand new neck piece that is actually separate and removable that was not on the old Legion builder skeleton. But as far as other pieces in this figure, we've seen it before with other characters. And that's the thing with Mythics, is that they made it very, very modular, where you can just apply a little heat to the joints and you can pretty much pop and swap parts to make a brand new figure. From the chest armor to the gauntlets can be removed and replaced. The side armor here, we've seen it used on other skeleton builders before. The skirt we've seen, bone parts are reused from other skeletons prior, and definitely the boot armor are all parts we've seen on other figures. But again, the main difference is, you know, it's really unpainted on the details. But again, and I'm reiterating, it does put it on a cheaper price point. So that's a good thing. Now, other than this gunmetal metallic gray, that's the only color that you can see on the armor pieces here, which makes it look very, very naked. But other than that, I mean, this figure just looks really, really good and amazing. And I'm glad I picked it up. Now let's check his articulation. Now, as far as articulation, it does come with the standard 1.0 Mythic Legion buck. So, most of the articulation we've seen before and pretty standard. As far as the head, it is on the ball joint. So, it could go left, go right. As far as looking up, there is this collar piece that hinders it. So, he barely can look up. And then again, looking down is very limited because it's being blocked. You could remove that. So let's take a look at what it looks like. So you can remove this piece, put it back, and let's see what that does to articulation. Up, it could go that far, but now it's hindered by the helmet, as you can see. Down, more range because that neck piece is gone. And pretty much 360 on the head. And this visor, I love this visor. It totally gives him a different look. So I'm digging that. Let me put back the neck piece first. It just pegs right in the hole back here. Put the neck back and the head. As far as arms, he can do the standard T-pose. And this part right here is unglued. That's on purpose, so you can do that T-pose and then the armor can go over the shoulder. It can go forward, back, 360. Single jointed elbow, rotation on the elbow, rotation on the gauntlet, also a rotation on the wrist, and an up and down swivel on the wrist. Torso, right in the waist, it is on a ball joint, so you can pretty much twist it. There's a little left and right, 360 pretty much. Ab crunch, can look down that far. Back, not so much. Legs, he can do a full split, not hindered by the flaps on the side here. Leg can move 90 forward, and since he doesn't have any skin or muscle in him, he can pretty much do 90 going back. Nothing hindering on the back over here. No thigh cut, because there's no thigh. There is a rotation of the knee, single jointed knee, ankle, rotation on the ankle. There is a rocker, and up and down that much, up that much. There you go. That's the articulation for you. Pretty basic for mythics. Same for most mythics anyways. Now let's look at the accessories that he came with. Let's start off with the pauldrons that he came with. I love the spikes in here. The little design to make it look like it's worn out. Little nicks and cuts on it. Loving that. And I believe this is a reuse from another figure, but I can't remember right now. So you get two of those, left and right. So let's take a look at it on him right now. And they peg right in the back. So you can have them single pauldron or double pauldron. Just like that. Looking good. There you go. Now next, he does come with this quiver with a bunch of arrows in it. Unfortunately, not removable, but it does come with one that's separate, unpainted again, but can definitely be painted. And what's arrows without a bow? I definitely love the design of this bow. It looks very elvish, basing it on Lord of the Rings lore. Love that. Does come with this belt. You can either wrap it around his waist or around the shoulder for the quiver. There is a hook on the quiver where you can just put it in there. Then he does come with this sword. Again, unpainted, just this metallic silver, which makes it very realistic looking. So I'm not sure, is this a sword, a hatchet? I like this design right here. Again, a weapon of choice for, I guess, the undead. The handle, it does have this bone in here. Unfortunately, unpainted. But if you paint that, that will definitely look very cool. And lastly, he does come with a spear. And again, loving that metallic gunmetal paint on it. Gives it a shine of realism. But the handle, again, you can paint that. Make it look more like either, if you want to, wood. The wraps in here. So I like the fact that it comes with a two-handed weapon and a one-handed weapon. So that's a good deal. So yeah, those are all the weapons he came with. Now let's do some size comparisons. To start off with other Mythic Legion characters, I do have a Dark Templar here and a regular Templar Knight. So pretty much all the same height. And next, I have a Goblin, a Mythic Legion Goblin, shorter version. And another skeleton for you. I have Scaphoid, but he does have a custom cape. So pretty sizable to him. Let's compare him to another Deluxe Legion builder, the Half Giant. Pretty big difference. Now let's look at some McFarlanes here. I do have Aquaman, if I can get him to stand. Well, he won't stand. And a custom Superboy. They're almost the same height, or he's almost the same height as McFarlane's. Another McFarlane, Fortnite Nighthair, unofficial mascot of the Rabbit's Den. Here he is with a few G.I. Joes classified. I have Outback and Kamakura. They do run smaller than Mythics. Here he is next to Jon Favreau, Star Wars Black Series. Again, smaller figure for Hasbro. And lastly, here he is next to a Mezco 112 Collective Krieg. So that's it for size comparisons. That's going to do it for this look of this Mythic Legion's Deluxe Skeleton Legion Builder. Overall, I really enjoyed this figure. Everything about it is a perfect upgrade from the old Skeleton Legion Builder. From all the accessories he came with, from the spear to the sword and the bow and arrow, it just makes this figure very versatile as an army builder. And then having that shoulder pauldron just gives this menacing look to him, and that brand new helmet definitely adds more evil and gruesomeness to this figure. I would like to pick up more of this guy and just build a little squad and to add to the old skeleton builders that I have. I'm a bit biased on skeletons along with Templars because those two figures are the main reason why I'm into this line and collect Mythic Legions. Well, let me know what you guys think. Are you going to pick up this guy? Is it a yay or nay? Are you guys going to army build him as well? Let me know in the comment section. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified for any future videos that I post. In behalf of Mr. Deluxe Skeleton Builder here, this is Rabbit, and I'll see you next time at the Rabbit's Den. Peace.